The Exorcism of Melanie Brown. The village of Blackthorn lay nestled in a shadowed valley, its thatched cottages huddled together, as if seeking protection from the dark forest that loomed on all sides. The villagers were a superstitious lot, whispering of witches, demons, and curses that prowled the night. But even they were unprepared for the horror that befell young Melanie Brown. Melanie was the daughter of the village blacksmith, a girl of 16 with hair like spun gold, and a laugh that could light up the gloomiest of days. But that laughter had ceased months ago. It began with strange whispers in the night, voices only she could hear. Then came the fits, violent convulsions that left her weak and trembling. Her once bright eyes grew hollow, and her voice became a guttural growl that sent chills through all who heard it. The village priest, Father Aldrich, had tried everything: prayers, holy water, even a pilgrimage to the shrine of St. Cuthbert. But nothing worked. Melanie grew worse, her body twisting into unnatural shapes, her voice spewing blasphemies in languages no one could understand. Desperate, Father Aldrich sent word to the monastery at Grayford, begging for an exorcist. Brother Elias arrived on a stormy evening, his hooded cloak dripping with rain. He was a tall, gaunt man with piercing blue eyes and a voice that carried the weight of authority. The villagers whispered that he had faced demons before and lived to tell the tale. Father Aldrich greeted him with relief, but even he could not hide his unease as they approached the Brown household. Melanie was bound to her bed with iron chains, her frail body writhing against the restraints. Her eyes, black as coal, fixed on Brother Elias as he entered the room. A low guttural laugh escaped her lips. "You come to cast me out, priest?" She sneered, her voice a grotesque blend of her own and something far darker. "You are too late. She is mine." Brother Elias stood firm, his expression unyielding. He placed a hand on the crucifix around his neck and began to recite the rites of exorcism. The air grew heavy, the candles flickering as if caught in an unseen wind. Melanie's body convulsed, her screams echoing through the house. "I command you, unclean spirit, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, to depart from this child of God." Brother Elias's voice thundered, his words carrying the weight of divine authority. The smoke coalesced into a shadowy figure with glowing red eyes, its form shifting and writhing like a living nightmare. The villagers who had gathered outside the house fled in terror, but Brother Elias stood his ground. "You have no power here," the demon hissed, its voice like the scraping of metal on stone. "She is mine by right." "By what right?" Brother Elias demanded, his voice steady despite the fear that clawed at his heart. "By the blood of her ancestors," the demon replied, its form twisting into a grotesque mockery of a human face. "Her great-grandmother made a pact with me, and now I claim what is owed." Brother Elias's mind raced. He had heard of such pacts, deals made with demons in exchange for power or wealth, the price paid by future generations. But he also knew that no pact was beyond the reach of God's mercy. "Melanie Brown is a child of God," he declared, his voice ringing with conviction. "No pact made in darkness can bind her soul. In the name of the Lord, I break this curse and cast you back into the abyss." He raised his crucifix high, the symbol glowing with an otherworldly light. The demon shrieked, its form unraveling as the light consumed it. The black smoke dissipated, leaving only the faint scent of sulfur in the air. Melanie's body went limp, her eyes fluttering open. They were her own eyes once more, filled with tears of relief. Father Aldrich rushed to her side, unshackling her, as Brother Elias knelt in prayer, giving thanks for the victory. The villagers of Blackthorn would speak of the exorcism for generations, their voices hushed with awe and fear. But for Melanie, it was a new beginning. She would carry the scars of her ordeal, but she would also carry the knowledge that even in the darkest of times, there was hope. And Brother Elias, he would continue his journey, a solitary figure walking the line between light and shadow, ever vigilant against the forces of darkness. For he knew that the battle was far from over, and that the demons of the world were always waiting for their next chance to strike.